Hey guys, Shadow Reviewer here. Today, I'll be ranking every single Team Hero level ranked from worst to best. Let's get into this mother humper. These are the Team Hero levels ranked from worst to best in Sonic Adventure 2. And starting dead last is number 19, Route 101. Yeah. It's easy, short, and boring. Enough said. Screw this level. Number 18, Cannon's Core, Knuckles' version. And I've said it before, and I might say it again in a later video. If you do not have the underwater necklace from Aquatic Mine, more on that level later, you're pretty much screwed. Because this underwater level is atrociously annoying. I mean, you're underwater for like 90% of the level. You have to press the buttons, otherwise the currents are gonna pull you away, and you have to push those buttons in only 90 seconds. It is not fun, it's annoying, and is repetitive. It is honestly the worst of the Cannon's Core levels. And I'll be talking more about that later on in the week. Number 17, Prison Lane. Yeah. For the start of Tails' level, it's horrendously done. I mean, too much platform. I mean, seriously, the mech levels aren't designed for platforming. BS enemy placement, and it's just so slow. It is just so slow. I mean, my god. It's a terribly designed level. And thankfully later on, to some degree, it gets better. And as bad as better it's gonna get. Number 16, Eternal Engine. Yeah, these next couple of entries are pretty much Tails levels that either atrociously awful to just plain bird. And this one is no exception. We've gone from a poorly designed start to Tails' story to a poorly, atrociously frustrating end to Tails' story. But it's supposed to be difficult. I mean, it's Tails' last level, and just because it's difficult doesn't mean it can't be awfully hard. Bad hard. Not good hard. Bad hard. And this isn't fun. I mean, repetitive enemies, airlocks that either can help you or just lead you to your death, and too many platforming once again. Seriously. Tails, I feel bad for you, it's just your levels suck. And this one is no exception. Number 15, Mission Street. I mean, at least it's short, but overall to say, it's still not great. BS enemy placement, too many times you can fall to your death, and even though the hover ability is in this, it feels too easy in some places. I mean, at least it's short, but that's not saying much about Mission Street. God. Number 14, Pyramid Cave. Sorry if I butchered that. Pyramid Cave. Yeah, so this level isn't Sonic's best. It's slow in a lot of places. The ghost won't go away. I mean, my god. That part where you're hitting the hourglass at the start of that section, and you're speeding down to try and beat the door, and the ghost holding on to you, I'm like, will you go away? Ugh! It's not a bad level per se, it's just honestly not great. I mean, the music's okay. That's pretty much all I could say about this. It's just Sonic's worst outing. Number 13, Death Chamber. Yeah, this one is pretty forgettable, and honestly, it's not hard to see why. It's slow, it's confusing, and there's no fun in it. Honestly, it's just a real slog to get through. After the level done, I pretty much forget it existed. I don't know, it's just so boring. But at least it's not hard. Unlike Pyramid Cave. Number 12, Pumpkin Hill. Going from my bottom of my Knuckles list and treasure hunting videos, at least this one's in the middle, where once again, the music is gorgeous. Honestly, it honestly makes this level very bearable to play. But the level itself isn't great. I mean, it's slow in some places, it can be confusing at times with its 3 different level structures, the pumpkin, the church, and the ghost train. But it's not an outright bad level, it's just fine. Again, the music is amazing, I cannot say it enough. And I might do so in the future. Number 11, Meteor Herd. Yeah, like Tails, we're pretty much going through most of Knuckles' levels on this list. And it will not be the last time we'll be focusing a lot on a character's levels in, like, 3 separate entries or something. Either way, it's a competently made level end to Knuckles' story. And honestly, it's not bad. It's better than Mad Space, that's for sure. I mean, the music's pretty good, and some of the level design's alright. But that's pretty much it. I mean, it's a good enough level. That's pretty much all I can say. Number 10, Cannon's Core, Tails' version. It's a pretty good start to the Cannon's Core level. It pretty much gives you what you're going in for. The time button. Honestly, it's a great device, and I'm glad this level takes pretty much full advantage of what's given. It's a nicely well-paced level. Some parts can be a bit sluggish at times, but it's not half bad. I like it. It's a pretty well-designed level. And like Eternal Engine, which I forgot to mention as the best part of that level, God, it's got a great ending. I thoroughly liked this level. And I'm glad it's at the top 10 of this level of this video at least. Number 9, Aquatic Mine. Once again, I like the difficulty, and getting the air necklace feels so satisfying as you move around the water. And like Security Hall, it gives you the numberless opportunities of which one you can take to try and find the shards. I like this concept, and I like that this level takes full advantage of it. It's a good enough level. And I like the difficulty. Number 8, Cannon's Core, Sonic's version. And honestly, this one is the best. This is the best Cannon's Core segment. Honestly, the last is the best one. It's got a great sense of speed, good platforming, and a fun slide down at the end. For beginners, it's actually can be a nightmare. If you pick the wrong one, you can either it leads the path to another path, or the leads the path to your doom. But for for gamers who played this level multiple times, it's a fun one. I generally like level, and it's a great end to Cannon's Core. Honestly, this is fantastic. Give me more speed segment like this, please. Number 7, Green Forest. Yeah, it's a pretty good level. It's a nice sense of speed. I like how the timer relates the I love the level that ties in with the story. I mean, he just fought Shadow. The place is about to blow up. Oh no, I better get out of there. I love the timing and intensity. But there is one thing I don't like, and what stops us from ranking higher. The ending. Yeah, the ending kinda aggravated me. For beginners, this is an absolute trap. As soon as you're like, oh, there's the goal, this shouldn't be too hard, the floor starts giving away, you instantly fall to your death. Yeah, there are springs, but how are beginners supposed to know that? They think, oh no, how the heck am I supposed to pass this? For repeat gamers, it's fine, but for beginners, this is annoying. But the structure is great, and I cannot say it enough. This is a pretty good level. Enough said. Number 6, Hidden Base. Tails' best level. This is fantastic. I like the structure. It's nice hovering over everything. The music's pretty snazzy. And not a lot of platforming. Yes, there's a lot, but not too much that it gets a bit repetitive. And blowing up monkeys is just so fun. And this is honestly Tails' best level, and it's honestly my favorite mech level. But sadly, this is the end for Tails on this list. Sorry, buddy. Number 5, Wild Canyon. Knuckles' best level also. It's nice and short. It pretty much begins where the cutscene left off. The music's pretty good, and it feels so flowing and free. Exploring around the place. No matter where you go, the shard is gonna be there in any of the 3 spread locations. It's fun, I love it, and it's honestly Knuckles' best level, but it's also the best treasure hunting level. Honestly love it, and it's freaking great. But sadly, the next 4 entries are all Sonic's levels. Sorry, Knuckles, at least you made it this far. Number 4, Final Rush. Once again, sorry about the text. Honestly, this is a great adrenaline rush. And honestly, a best way to end Sonic's final level in his story. It's got a great sense of speed, jumping around from rail to rail. The cinematography is gorgeous. It's amazing. It's speed, adrenaline, and that ending part is perfection. Honestly, this is about as a great level as it could get. But the other 3 levels are just as good, if not perfect. Number 3, Crazy Gadget. Now, before you rip my head off, hear me out. I know this is difficult. It's annoying, can be repetitive at times, but I kind of like the difficulty here. Honestly, the way it is structured looks great. The ending part is amazing, and I love that once you practice enough, it's a great difficulty to overcome. And honestly, the music is surprisingly underrated. Honestly, give the Crazy Gadget music a try. And just give Crazy Gadget a chance. I know it infuriates a lot of people, but I love it all the same. Number 2, City Escape. Yeah, pretty much not only Sonic's first level in the game, but pretty iconic. The music, rolling around at the speed of sound. Honestly, that is just a perfect song to start the game. The boarding section is fantastic as you do multiple tricks to earn extra points. The platforming stuff is great. And what can I say about the ending sequence with the truck? Oh my god, sometimes it makes my heart beat fast every time I get to that part. I mean, no wonder it was featured in Sonic Generations. And yes, I'm talking about the PS3 version from 2011 and the remastered version that just came out this year. Honestly, City Escape, it's about as perfect. But there is one Team Hero level that I consider not only Sonic's best level, but honestly the best Team Hero level in this game. Absolute perfection. Well, can you guess what it is? And the number 1 best Team Hero level is number 1, Metal Harbor. Honestly, you know you're in for a great time that not only again ties to the story, but is also just perfect. Great sense of speed, different multiple pathways to take. The Lightspeed Dash shoes comes into this and it's used to perfection. Jumping around from different springs, using the speed ramps. And even the ending part is fantastic, intense, and it kicks ass. Taking different pathways, going up the platforms, jumping on enemies, lights dashing your way, and running up the rocket down and launching down to the ground. Honestly, Metal Harbor is about as perfect as it can get. And I consider it not only Sonic's best level, but honestly, the best Team Hero level in this game, period. And it's the number 1 best level for Team Hero. Perfection. So that's my ranking of the Team Hero levels. In the next couple of hours, I'll be ranking the Team Hero bosses from worst to best. Until then, I'm the Shadow Reviewer, signing off.